people putting their hands up all around the country, and the electorates are saying that they want time to do it properly.
So no definite names?
No definite right now, but we will definitely be contesting all 7 Māori seats and standing in as many general seats as we possibly can.
What is standing in such?
Do you have an idea of how many general seats there might be?
If we were to take the number of people who put their hands up, you'd probably find that there aren't enough seats in Parliament. We're getting people from all around the country, people I've never met before, and maybe not even John or Annette have met before, putting their hands up to say that they'd like to have a shot at being a mana candidate in general electorates, which is quite surprising, but very possible.
Do you have the hierarchy there, though, to support those people in those electorate campaigns?
We don't have hierarchy, we work from the grassroots. We have grassroots campaigners. I mean, we're quite different than other political parties. You'll see here, we're activists from the poor. We start at the bottom.
Do you have the manpower?
We have the woman power, yes.
I knew I was going to get picked up on
We
that.
have the power.
Do you have the
We
power?
have the power.
Do you
We
have
have
the
the
power
money.
on the ground
We
to
have the
support
money.
those people into those?
I think, yeah.
No, definitely we do. I think, there'll be the candidate selections for these seats. A lot of them will be hotly contested. I mean, I've been really surprised at the number of people who've indicated they want to stand, not just and in fact several people for the one seat. So there's going to be quite hotly contested. I think the three of us are all putting our hands up. Honey's obviously the candidate for Te Tautoko, but we're putting our hands up. But where we stand is a decision for the party to make through a democratic process.
I think when you talk about it, you come from a good percentage of the party vote. What sort of figure are you aiming for? 5%, 10%?
Matt says on a bad day, on a good day we'll get 7 seats. On a bad day, 3 of us will get in. So we're working on the basis that we're going to do far better than a bad day.
Particular one we want to ask?
No, just an outline.
Well, I'd kick off and say that I think underpinning Mana's representation, we're representing the poor, the marginalised. This is a pro-Māori, pro-worker party, and one of the most important aspects of that is a big shift in taxation. We need to shift taxation from the poor onto those who are able to pay. So we've got abolishing GST and a progressive tax structure, which means that people on high incomes pay much more tax than they pay at the moment. We're also looking at the idea of having of a maximum income that hasn't been decided yet as a policy. So you have an upper limit, and above that you have 100% taxation. We'd also have a much broader capital gains tax than Labour are proposing. That would be taxed where people would be, all of the person's income, all of their income would be in the one bucket, and it would be taxed at the appropriate tax rate, instead of Labour having like a 15% tax on capital gains. This would be more comprehensive, and it would be at the rate that person is able to pay. And if I just say one more thing about this, we had last week the rich list produced by the National Business Review, and we find that the wealthiest 150 New Zealanders, that is less than the number of people in this meeting here today, increased their wealth by $7 billion. That is just 150 people in 1 year increased their wealth by $7 billion. That's more than the total of the working families package. And if we took that money and gave it to the working poor, we could increase wages on everyone less than $50 an hour by 50%. So we're talking about the system we have at the moment, which is heavily skewed towards making a small number of people extremely wealthy, while the rest of us, middle and low income people, struggle more. We want to change that.
We have policies also that are primarily focused in ensuring that the constitutional foundation state of the country, Te Waitangi, is honoured. So we have a principal focus in a number of particular areas. If I move to education, for instance, we're very clear that Te Reo Rangatira, as found by the Waitangi Tribunal, is a taonga of the nation. Therefore, we propose an education policy to have a key plank which sees Māori language being taught as a compulsory subject with English, Maths and Science from the time children start at primary school right through to NCA level 1, so that we will become a bilingual nation, we hope, within the next 5 years. And In terms of the treaty policy as well, they're very clear that the current treaty settlement process is not working in two aspects, both between the Māori and the Crown, and in terms of benefit distribution from the corporates to those beneficiaries that they focus on. We propose the establishment of a Treaty of Waitangi Commission, independent from the Crown, that is actually voted by Māori at the general election to actually ensure that we have an independent arbiter of relationships as the treaty contemplated between the Crown and iwi, and further that iwi actually deliver benefits to the people they represent. At the moment, rich corporate iwi do not ensure that their tribal members take benefits.
There was some talk at one stage about working with the Māori Party in terms of maybe not standing against each other in the Māori seats. Obviously that hasn't happened, so where are things at with the Māori Party and any plans to work together or what?
Can I just say on a policy front, can you tell me what the Māori Party policies are? I'm finding it very difficult to find them. So in terms of work to a collaborative outcome, it's been very difficult, and at the two functions I've attended where we've actually been invited by the education people and by health to actually talk about issues, there's been no show. It's been very difficult to work out what our collaborative alliances are at a policy level. I would hope that some of the things we're articulating they support.
What about actually working together, the personality side of things?
Well, I work well with any of those individuals. That's not the issue. The issue is what are they working for? A new rights collective? I don't think we would support that.
Which parties would you work for?
Parties that support the poor, parties that support the redistribution of wealth and ensure a socially fair and an economically just society.
Which parties would they work for?
Mana.
Mana would only work for.
No, we'd keep our options open, but our issue isn't about who we work with. Our issue is about people are in desperate need right here, right now. So we don't want to be spending our time talking about relationships with other parties. The only relationship we want to have is with our people, with the people in need in this country. That's Mana's position, and that's Mana's focus from now to the 26th of November.
I think we do look at policies like $15 minimum wage. We want that $15 minimum wage by April 1st next year, and then we want it the year after, 2013, we want it peaked at 2/3 of the average wage. So I think those are policies, at least the first part of that policy is supported by the Green Party, the Māori Party and Labour. So obviously we have a consensus on that, and there'll be other areas as well. But we're certainly not wanting. Mana's not a party that's intending to go to Parliament to eat their lunch. We're intending to bring real change. And I think I guess we're talking about this is not just a political party in the normal sense. This is actually a movement. In fact, the decision of the AGM here was to change the framework from Mana Party to Mana Movement. So it's working with groups outside the parliamentary process very strongly.
We want a healthy society too, and I think one of the things I really like from the rangatahi, the young people that have been inputting into policy, for instance, is that they don't like big chains like McDonald's and KFC. So we propose to tax those kinds of conglomerates that actually create unhealthy rangatahi. It's not a new policy, they do it in France. I think it was brought to our policy committee and it's something I've listened to. So McDonald's and KFC, they will be taxed at greater levels than those that produce healthy food.
I was going to say communities, one of the thrusts of Mana is to put a lot more power in the hands of local communities. And so, for example, in our low-income areas, we've got disproportionate numbers of poker machines, we've got fast food venues, as Anik was saying, and we've got loan sharks operating. Now, a local community should be able to decide to get rid of their poker machines from their area, but at the moment they don't have the power to do that. We're saying that if the community wants to get rid of those poker machines, they should be able to. They should have a veto on poker machines, on loan sharks, on liquor outlets, and on fast food joints. Because those are, in a sense, parasites on the poor.
You've had experience obviously in Parliament and found that speaking your mind sometimes gets you into trouble. How's the party going to approach that? I mean, I know you're all outspoken people who